Mr. Weir here with another episode of A Moment of Science, and today I want to talk about hot air.
So as you can see, there is smoke rising from my grill where my hamburgers are cooking, but I noticed something unusual. If you look up, all the smoke is up towards the ceiling. It's not down on the ground where I am. If I raise the camera up, you can actually see where the smoke begins, which is up here, and where the smoke ends, which is down here. So the question is, why is the smoke up near the ceiling and not down near the floor where I am? Well, the answer lies in a simple fact that hot things rise and cool things sink. As the smoke comes off my barbecue grill, it's obviously much hotter than the air around it because there's a heat source, the flame, heating up the air and the smoke. The smoke rises up to the ceiling and collects because it's much hotter and therefore less dense than the cold air around it. So hot things rise and cool things sink. This also happens with water. When you see water on a stove bubbling and boiling, the hot water is rising to the top and the cool water is sinking to the
The question you
bottom.
might be asking yourself is, why do hot things rise and cool things sink? Well, it has to do with the fact that when things get warm, they spread out, and when things get cold, they condense or come together. So as the air by my barbecue grill gets warm, it spreads out, making it less dense, which means it wants to float and rise. And the air around it is cooler, which means it condenses and wants to sink. What are some other examples of hot air rising? Well, the easiest to think of is a hot air balloon. People who ride in hot air balloons use a flame to heat the air inside the balloon, causing the air to be less dense than the air around it, which causes the balloon to rise. Another example are people who ride in hang gliders, or some birds actually ride on columns of hot air that are rising up. When the sun heats a particular spot on the earth, it causes the air to rise up, and the birds or the hang gliders can use that to stay up.